Andreal, Mghz, it is good to see you safely returned. I am told you passed through many dangers to bring us warning of a new threat facing these lands. Estelle speaks highly of you, and my brothers praised the courage you showed at Vornost. I thank you for the part you played in their safe return as well. Rest now a while in the peace of Imladris. It is long since we sat and spoke of herb lore and other gentle arts.
Would that I could spend the hours discussing herb lore with you, but Elrond is in need of my skills, and I fear I must leave for the Etenmoors as soon as may be.
Then I will not keep you, but perhaps we may be of service to one another. Your journey may solve a problem that has perplexed me. I am helping my father create a quantity of Miraval, and we may fall short of certain rare ingredients which can be found in the Etenmoors.
In all my years at Imladris, only once have I tasted the fragrant cordial Miraval. I remember how it renewed my heart and gave me fresh strength.
Yes, it is difficult to create and therefore precious. If I gave you a list of the ingredients, perhaps you could bring them back from the Etenmoors. I will set aside a flask for your own use.
You are generous, lady. I will seek them out for you and return with them once my mission is completed.
Hello there, Andriel. It's good to see you back safe and sound. I've heard all about what you and your friends did to help my Frodo and the Dunedain reach Rivendell safely. Oh, you'll have to tell me all about it one of these days so I can write it all down properly.
Bilbo Baggins, a pleasure to see you again. Have you been keeping well?
Oh, well enough, thank you. A bit sleepy, to tell the truth. It does make it difficult to get on with my writing. But naps are so pleasant here.
So you have been keeping up with your writing. What is it you are working on now?
Oh, a little of this and a little of that. History, my past adventures, family trees. I've even begun a book of translations from the Elvish, although lately I've been working on poetry mostly. Say, maybe you could help me with that. I'm writing a poem for Aragorn and I'm a bit stuck on a line or two.
Is that so? Well then, let me hear what you have.
Very well, very well. The verse that's giving me trouble runs like this. The light from the west is rekindled. Forth from Imladris it springs. Renewed is the hope that has dwindled.
The light from the west is rekindled. Forth from Imladris it springs. Renewed is the hope that has dwindled. To challenge the Lord of the Rings.
Hey now, that's not bad. No, maybe I can work with that. You missed your calling, my friend. Perhaps you should put down your weapons and take up a pen.
These days, our hands must be more often on the bowstring than the harpstring.
Oh, I'm afraid you're right, but since these old hands are not much use with the sword, I'll just keep on with the pen. Though I'll need some help. Perhaps you could show this to the Lady Arwen. She has her people's gift with words, and this touches her deeply after all.
I will take it to her.
Ah, thanks very much. Be sure to give her my compliments, won't you?
Happily. Farewell for now, Bilbo.
Mghz, Andriel. It is good of you to visit me again. My thoughts stray often to Estelle and my brothers, but also to you and your companions. I continue to brew Miraval, but I am concerned about our dwindling stocks. We still have need of those ingredients I spoke of before.
It is a matter of the gentle arts that I bring to you. I have been speaking with Bilbo.
Say no more. I thought our people had a passion for poetry, but this hobbit may yet put us to shame.
He has put me to shame, to be sure. Not all elves have the gift of verse. He asks for your opinion and advice, for he says the subject is a matter very close to your heart.
Then I would guess it is another poem in honor of Estelle. Leave it with me, Andreal. I will give it some thought and answer him myself.
Bilbo will be pleased, I am sure. I must take my leave, lady. May the light of Elbereth guide you.
Well, my friend, it's an honor to make the acquaintance of one of Farin's valiant companions. I'm Glóin, son of Groin, from the Lonely Mountain.
And one of Bilbo's companions in the quest to slay the dragon Smaug. I remember seeing you when Thorin Oakenshield's company stayed with us here in Rivendell. I am Andriel, a lawmaster of Elrond's house.
I heard about that business at Sarn Ford, and they say the three of you brought down an orc chieftain at Fornost. I expect I'll be hearing of even greater deeds before long. It does my heart good to see a dwarf, an elf, and a man working together again. Reminds me of the old days, it does, when the three kindred fought alongside one another in the Battle of the Five Armies.
What need could have driven you from distant Erebor to Imladris?
I came at the bidding of my lord, King Dane. My son Gimli and a few companions came with me, for all paths grow dangerous under the spread of the shadow. With the enemy seeking news of Bilbo, Dane thought we should come to Elrond for counsel. I never imagined what I'd learn when we got here, but it may be wise to say no more.
Elrond confided in us that Frodo bears the One Ring.
Alas, that we should live in such times. Well, Frodo knows what he must do. If I were younger, I'd go with him. But we must each serve where we are most needed, even as you must, with such friends as you trust.
And where do you think I could be of the most service?
That's plain as the beard on my face. It's right here, of course. You've uncovered a deadly enemy in this Agandaur. As long as he's free to carry out Sauron's will, he'll gather more orcs, goblins, and trolls to his banner. Rivendell, the Shire, the Brelons, no place will be safe from his wrath. He must be stopped.
Sauron's attention will be focused largely on the south. If we thwart his plans here, he will be distracted. That could prove a benefit to the Ringbearer.
That's my thoughts upon the matter, too. Be the stinging fly in the ointment, as it were. Only this fly's sting will be deadly. And it's time to be about your business. Goodbye, and good luck to you.
Hello, you are Andriel, aren't you? I was hoping I would get a chance to speak with you.
And you are Frodo Baggins. Aragorn and Gandalf have told me about you. And your burden.
Likewise, they have told me all about you. I wanted to thank you and your friends for all you did to keep us safe on our journey to Rivendell.
You are most welcome, Frodo. It is only now that we have learned just how vital our task truly was. I am pleased we were able to be of service.
It seems as if I owe everyone thanks. You, Aragorn, Elrond. Without the help of each of you, I wouldn't be here now.
It is we who should thank you. To have come this far through so many perils shows a great deal of courage.
Thank you for saying so, but I don't feel brave, just very fortunate.
Bravery has many faces, Frodo Baggins. You have chosen a path that leads to Mordor. Few have ever shown such courage.
I'll try to bear that in mind. I only hope I can measure up to everyone's expectations.
I have little doubt that you will. Rest now, and recover your strength for the road ahead. Nothing calls to my heart like this, my home. Unless perhaps the sea. It is long since so many dwarves have graced the halls of Mghz. Who might you be?
Gimli, son of Gloin, at your service. I've heard your name spoken with great praise. That was fine work you did at Fornost. Not bad at all for one of Thranduil's folk, who are more accustomed to stealth in the forest than open battle. But after all, you had the help of my kinsman Farin. I heard he played a valiant part.
And so he did. But your wits fail you, Gimli, son of Gloin, if you cannot tell a wood elf from a member of Elrond's house.
Ah, well, no offense meant, but there are Mirkwood elves about in the halls, and they are the kind most familiar to me, being our neighbors and allies. Any elf of Elrond's house is a friend of mine and my kin. I am honored to be a guest here amongst the wise.
Farin spoke no word of more kin following him. What brings you such a distance to Mghz?
Aye, it's a long march from the halls of Erebor, but grim news goes on swift feet. It was for Bilbo's sake we came, with a warning that the servants of Sauron wished to find him and his ring. Thrice a Black Rider came to the front gate of Erebor, demanding news of Bilbo, and threatens to return once more. Ere that should happen, King Dain sent my father, Gloin, to seek the advice of Elrond. You've heard the results of the council? I see you have. I have sworn to protect Frodo upon his quest, an oath I will fulfill though all the orcs of Middle-earth stand in my way.
When do you depart for the south?
Not soon enough for my liking. Elrond is sending scouts many leagues in all directions, and we will wait for their news. They search for signs of any Nazgul that may have survived the flooding of the river. And there are other threats besides, as you well know. My heart forebodes that the north is not safe.
Elrond has tasked us with a mission to scout the Ettenmoors. But what is it that worries you about the north?
I like not what I've heard of this Agendaur you drove from Fornost. He could yet cause grief untold. There are rumors of gatherings of orcs, goblins, and other deadly foes growing in strength. When the Dark Lord strikes, there will be more than one land that feels his wrath. I fear for the Shire and Rivendell. It would ease my heart to know that you'll look to the defense of the North for as long as you're needed. With help from Farin, of course.
Whatever Aradan and I, and the most esteemed Farin can do, we shall do. You have my promise.
The sun shines and all is fair and peaceful here in Mghz. A far cry from the blood and dust of Fornost, is it not? The valor you showed there brings honor to all our folk. I'm only sorry you will have so little time here at home before setting out once more.
It would be pleasant to remain at ease for a time, yet I have promised to search the Ettenmoors for signs of the enemy. What of you? I know you both too well to believe you will sit idle for long.
No, indeed. We are to set off at once on a similar mission to your own. Only we will travel south, seeking for signs of the Nazgul or other threats. Aragorn will accompany us at least part of the way.
I trust I can speak to the usual stewards concerning preparations for my journey.
Ilari will help you with any goods and provisions you may require. While Angmir will gladly tend to your arms and armor. Both of them may be found nearby.
Farewell, friends. May good fortune accompany you.
This is rough country, no mistake. But so far, we've seen no sign of trouble.
But the moors stretch on for many leagues. It would be easy to miss something in these rugged crags and valleys.
Let us continue the search, but be wary. More than one ranger has been lost in these wild lands.
You haven't got the stomach to face me!
Assist me!
Andriel needs our aid!
Don't leave us just yet, Lord Master. We have need of you.
Many thanks. Onward now.
See if you can take me!
This will prove useful.
sorely hurt. I cannot do
Stomach to face me!
that must be. I must win!
Greetings, my friends. I could scarce believe what I saw from above. But elf, dwarf, and man battling the enemy together, such things are not often seen. I knew it had to be you.
Is that you, Belaram? I never thought we'd meet again so soon.
Nor did I. It does seem a strange coincidence, but a happy one, nonetheless.
How is it that you happen to be in the Etenmoors?
I serve as a scout for my people. We are at war with the stone giant Bargrasar, who has attacked us without cause.
A stone giant? I have heard tales of such creatures, but I scarce believed they were true.
Oh, they're real, all right. My kinsman encountered them once while crossing the Misty Mountains. They never mentioned the creatures were hostile, though.
They seldom are. Eagles and the stone giants have shared the mountain heights without conflict for many generations. But this giant, Bargrasar, is different. Without provocation, he ambushed some of our people, taking them unaware and striking them down with hurled boulders. Many of our areas he also destroyed, along with the defenseless fledglings who nested there. Gwai here summoned his strength to punish the giant, but he fled before us. We believe he has come here to the Etenmoors, where he is gathering an army of orcs and trolls. Bargrasar is a threat to all. The sooner he is destroyed, the safer we shall be.
We will not leave our allies to face this enemy alone. Let us join with you in the hunt for Bargrasar.
Your aid would be most welcome. Together we may be able to best him. Every hour he lives, his following grows greater. Let us press on!
fiends!
You're no match for me!
This will prove useful.
Come on, you faint-hearted scum!
Death, take you all!
Stomach to face me!
The Eldar! This will prove useful. This will prove useful. too low. This will prove useful. This will prove useful. This will prove useful.
Fight me if you dare!
Fall before me, fiends! prove useful.
I thought elves were meant to have long lives.
Stop him!
Up with you. We need your help.
Thank you, my friend. I am in your debt.
Many thanks. Let's get back.
Not enough power.
That's closer to death than I care to be. Help me!
Power's too low. I am out of power.